Now, in high definition, from the Lowcountry's news leader, this is Live 5 News.
Look at this. 8 businesses in Georgetown destroyed by a terrible fire this morning. We'll take you live to the scene and show you how it looks right now.
Here at 4 o'clock, clouds continue to increase from west to east. We're going to see a cloudy evening with shower chances on the way up. But will you get wet on the way home? Take a look at that coming up.
A crucial time for baby Veronica as she reconnects with her adoptive parents. What a family court attorney has to say about her transition back home.
Plus, a health watch for men, how testosterone might affect your heart.
We're following the latest developments out of Georgetown, a block of history destroyed. A
fire rips through the historic district of Georgetown. 8 buildings heavily damaged, homes and businesses lost.
The flames are out. Now the recovery begins. Our Alan Campbell has been in Georgetown all afternoon talking with people who live there. Alan joins us live on Front Street. Alan?
Well, Bill, I have to tell you right now, just take a look behind me here.
Well, folks, we're having some trouble with that live report. Technology sometimes lets you down when you go to a satellite. Alan is in Georgetown. You saw that damage. That is the money shot for Georgetown. 8 businesses on the waterfront are destroyed. We will have more from Alan when we get the technology working here at Live 5 News, because I want to show you the before and the after. The flames were incredible. Now it's time to recover. That's what Alan was going to tell you about. We'll go back to Alan if and when we can get him right here. In the meantime, this is what I want you to do, folks. I want you to head to live5news.com to follow the latest details coming out of Georgetown. We have lots of pictures, some of which you have seen, some of which you haven't seen. We have put together a slideshow of this terrible fire on the waterfront in Georgetown, so please head to live5news.com when you can and click on this story.
One of the suspects charged in a deadly meth explosion in Goose Creek sentenced to 25 years in prison. Jarlath McCabe and Shawnee Abernathy pleaded guilty in April. Abernathy will be sentenced at a later date. The explosion happened last May at the Pine Harbor Apartments. It killed Abernathy's 19-year-old daughter, Morgan Abernathy, 4-year-old Samuel Garb, and 69-year-old Joseph Wraith.
Also new at 4, the FBI has released surveillance video of the Washington, D.C. Navy Yard shooter. This is a warning for you. This video is upsetting. This is Aaron Alexis on the morning of the killing, September 16th. He goes inside the building. Here he is. That's building number 197. He is carrying with him a shotgun. Alexis uses that shotgun to shoot and kill 12 people before he himself was killed in a shootout with police. Again, this is video of the sniper himself inside building 197 at that Washington, D.C. Navy Yard. It happened, as you know, just a few days ago. Right now, we are still waiting for baby Veronica's return to the Lowcountry. She's really not a baby now. She's 4 years old. The boat on Folly Road was painted with a welcome home message, but somebody painted over it with the words, "She was home." Well, the message is referring to the Cherokee land in Oklahoma, where the 4-year-old has been living with her biological father until 2 days ago. Veronica now on her way back to James Island with her adoptive parents, Matt and Melanie Capobianco. Corey Davis joins us live from their home on James Island today. Corey, you spoke with a family court attorney about Veronica's transition back to the Lowcountry. What did you learn, Corey?
Well, Bill, right now we do know that the Capobiancos are just taking this time to reunite with their daughter Veronica and just get to know her all over again. Now, earlier this afternoon when I spoke with the attorney, she told me that she believes this is an extremely important part of Veronica's transition.
Everybody who's even lived with roommates knows that everybody has their unique little quirks and traits, so the longer that they can give her to readjust to the circumstances of their house and their routines and their type of parenting is best for her.
Now, I've been out in front of the Capobianco's home here in James Island all morning, and so far there hasn't really been much activity and no sign of them yet. Reporting from James Island, I'm Corey Davis. Send it back to you in the studio.
Corey, thank you. We will continue, folks, to follow the latest developments, and we will update you on air and online at live5news.com when and if we get some new information about when Veronica is, in fact, coming home to James Island.
It's been cloudy on and off this afternoon outside, and these clouds could send more rain our way. Meteorologist Chad Watson, he's live in the Storm Center. Chad, is rain on the way?
Yeah, Aisha, it looks like there are some scattered showers on the way outside across the low country as we head into the afternoon and evening hours today. Don't think we're going to see a lot of rain, but we will probably see enough to get the windshields wet for some of you. Now, here is a look kind of off to the west. I've got the clouds and the rain both on here, and you can see some light to moderate shower activity now working in to Orangeburg County. Most of that's still west of the county line up that way. Allendale, you folks there just a little to the west of the town, some showers. Also heading over towards western Hampton County, just over the Savannah River, some light showers pushing in. As you get into more of the metro area, Tri-County, nothing more than a few light sprinkles right now, maybe out towards Old Jacksonboro, and one or two up along 95 towards Manning. A few more showers building north of Bono and St. Stephen, but all of the area should see the moisture fill on in and give all of us a bit better chance of getting into some rainfall a little bit later. Right now, we're still looking at an easterly wind right now around 5 to 10 miles per hour. 80 degrees on the thermometer at Charleston International. Streets are dry, dew point 64, so the moisture levels are gradually coming back up as well. And as we head on into the afternoon hours and evening hours, here's kind of a look ahead of what to expect for you. And it looks like, for the most part, we're going to see just some cloud cover around through 6 p.m., 75 degrees. By 8 o'clock tonight, around 71. A few sprinkles continue to stay in the forecast. Shower chances around by news time back in the upper 60s, but the rain should end and be out of here by this time tomorrow, and we're looking at a return to great weather as we head towards a weekend. More on your Wednesday evening forecasts, all coming up in just a few.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chad. You can get your weather wherever you are or wherever you need it on our website, live5news.com. Just click on the weather tab.
Now, most of you know by now about that horrible fire which devastated the waterfront in Georgetown. 8 businesses destroyed. We're going to go back to Alan Campbell, who's live on the scene, because I want to show you the before this morning, the horrible fire, and the way it looks right now. Alan?
We were just told by a fire official that Governor Nikki Haley, she will actually be here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. She'll be touring the damage that was done after that huge blaze this morning. But just take a look at what is left behind me here. You can see the damage done. Now it's just the front facade, basically, from these buildings. All that's inside of those buildings, crumbled brick, a lot of chairs, furniture, because on top of these stores in the bottom here, there's a lot of people living up top, some folks who were renting out apartments. But take a look down the street here. You can see all the firefighters that are still here as well. They're taking some time off right now. They've been putting out hotspots all afternoon. Of course, we're going to show you some video now from earlier this afternoon. Now you can see that firefighters were busy on the ladder trucks. They were dousing all these hotspots here with as much water as they possibly can. We're also told that fire officials, they tapped into all the water source here in Georgetown. So what they had to do then is they had to actually bring truckloads, they called it trucking loads, over here, dump water into tubs and use some of that water. We're also told that North Charleston Fire Department, they came up the river with the water boat, so they were actually able to put out some of those hotspots from the river behind us here. But some good news right now is these fire crews, they are starting to leave right now. Also earlier this afternoon, some structural engineers, state ATF, also SLED, they were here checking out the damage, seeing what they can do with this wall behind me here. The plan is right now, what I'm told from some fire officials, is they are hoping to put a brace on that front wall. Now, they're not sure whether or not that wall will collapse or not. Again, they are down here. They're investigating right now, figuring out if they can keep this wall up or not to prevent it from crashing down onto the road. Now, these vehicles that you see here as well, they've been parked here all morning, and they've stayed there until now. Some damage to these vehicles. Good news about this huge fire with all this amount of damage. no injuries. Not one single person was injured. We're told about 10 agencies, fire agencies from all over came around here to help out. That's anywhere between 100 and 125 fire crews out here working hard all day to put out this fire. Now, as I said earlier in the broadcast here, that I know we've just been confirmed that Governor Nikki Haley, she will be here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock to tour the damage, and she will be making a statement as well. We're live today in Georgetown. I'm Alan Campbell. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Alan Campbell, live at the scene of that terrible fire in Georgetown. You got to feel for those folks because that was the prime tourist location there on Front Street. 8 businesses destroyed.
How Charleston police say forensics and a quarter helped crack an armed robbery case.
And next at 4, bone health in older women, the latest research on the supplements that help and those that don't.
Let's take you outside right now on this Wednesday afternoon, the Arthur Ravenel Bridge. Now, traffic flowing well in both directions, but look at the clouds. A little bit cloudy there beyond the bridge. We'll have much more with Traffic Tracker throughout the afternoon.
You're watching the Lowcountry's news leader, Live 5 News in high definition, sponsored by First Citizens, the bank ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power and Associates. Visit First Citizens today.
Breaking news right now, just coming into our newsroom.
New information about a fire involving several businesses along the waterfront in Georgetown.
Warning, mixing medication with grapefruit could have deadly consequences. Find out what's turning this tasty treat into a health hazard.
Today
on America Now.
Today at 4:30 on Live 5.
Imagine if you could design your own custom sofa and have it delivered in days. Impossible? Not anymore. Now you can with iSofa at Rooms to Go. First, choose your style. Next, choose your color. Then pick your pillows and buy it online instantly. Or check it out in person at a Rooms to Go store. The iSofa at Rooms to Go. We make it easy. You make it your own.
Injured in a car accident? I'm Shelly Leak. Slow pay, no pay insurance companies know me well because I get my clients big settlements fast.
The insurance company took me seriously because I called Shelly Leak. She got me $150,000.
More benefits, higher cash rewards. I beat insurance companies almost every day. Injured? Just call me. 225-5000 or go to callshellynow.com.
Truckloads of inventory rolling in.
At Fred Anderson Toyota of Charleston.
The 2014 models are rolling in, so Fred Anderson Toyota of Charleston has our lowest price of the year on 2013s. New Highlanders, 4Runners, Tundras. All new Toyotas discounted $10,000 off. Buy new 2013 loaded Camrys for $17,990. New 2013 Prius, $17,590.
Get the family plan and more at Fred Anderson Toyota of Charleston.
On Savannah Highway.
When you're the best-selling car in America, the competition is going to talk about you.
Just like a Camry.
But who do Camry buyers really listen to? Well, they listen to their friends who are on their 3rd or even 4th one. And after a test drive, they listen to that little voice in their head that says, Camry. I'm in. They can keep talking.
Just like a Camry.
I'm going with the Toyota Camry.
Get a low 0% APR on a new 2013 Toyota Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Live Super Doppler Max, sponsored by First Choice by Select Health of South Carolina. And now, your weather from the Lowcountry's news leader.
All right, there is a picture from Rhett's Ice House over at Shem Creek here on this very pleasant Wednesday afternoon around here. The dew point's still down just enough that it feels fairly comfortable outside, but we are still watching the radar trends closely because we've got finally green back on the old radar screen. Let's show you what's going on. There's the picture I showed you just a few moments ago with those light showers working in from the west. The majority of this not reaching the ground. You may see a sprinkle or two across our far western parts of our counties out there from areas basically from, let's say, St. Stephen, Bono, back over towards the Smokes area as these showers begin to work into the region. The majority of those sprinkles are going to be slow to reach the ground just because we've got a good bit of dry air in place. You pull the radar picture back, and a couple different things to look at here. Number one, the majority of the rain is off the coastline. Number two, still look how expansive that cloud cover is that goes all the way back across western Georgia through Atlanta. And then once you get past that point, we've got clear skies. So there is clearing way back to our west. That's going to gradually work eastward, but we think it'll probably be throughout the day tomorrow before it gets here. A look at current temperatures again. East wind at 10. We're at 80 degrees, and that humidity will gradually begin to kind of creep back up as well. Still think as we head throughout the evening hours, are going to be looking pretty good. You can see a big change in the temps off to the west, though. 80 right now in the city, 78 Somerville. You notice that much cooler air just outside the Midlands right now, back over Georgia. Here is a look at Future Tracker as this goes on throughout the afternoon, showing the majority of the moisture is out over the Atlantic. It doesn't show a lot of rain throughout the remainder of the evening. We get some patchy areas of shower activity all the way through tomorrow morning, but we're looking for that clearing process to begin, and that doesn't appear to really settle in here until sometime after midday tomorrow. So we're going to kind of keep our eyes on that. Tonight, we're back in the mid-60s, around 64 in Somerville, 67 here in the city. We'll top out around 63 tonight in Georgetown, about 64 in Orangeburg, 64 for Walterboro, and 68 down in Beaufort County. The chance of showers is in there as well. We're going to hold a rain chance, I think around 40%. Bill and I are still trying to kind of keep our eyes on that, but I think 40% looks pretty good for this evening. But again, by tomorrow, rain chances decrease gradually throughout the day, and we're looking at a great weekend. We'll get into all that with the 7-day and a lot more coming up at about 5 o'clock, so stick around for that. All right, there are the merge lanes here on this early rush hour. As you can already see, things heavy volume right there, backing up, slowing down on 526 westbound. Onto I-26 westbound, that's taking you up towards Remount and Aviation. Looks like the eastbound lanes, though, moving along just fine. Much more with Traffic Tracker coming up in the next half hour.
New in your Health Watch, a new study finds calcium supplements, they improve bone health in older women, but vitamin D supplements might not. New York researchers say women who get enough vitamin D from their diet will not benefit from taking more. Men with low testosterone might have a slightly higher risk of heart disease. Researchers in Belgium who conducted the study say they don't know why. They also say giving men testosterone replacement didn't reverse the risk.
Coming up next at 4, a biometrics boom. The new technology putting important information right at your fingertips, and why some warn you can still be hacked.
5 News Traffic Tracker, sponsored by Trident Health, a new tradition.
Schedule your breaks now.
How long you gonna be after you use the bathroom?
Don't miss the next Queen Latifah with the Good Wife's Chris Snow and Wild Animals.
Tomorrow at 3 on Live 5, WCSC.
Can you record 4 shows at once?
The X1 DVR can record 4 while you watch a 5th.
Smart search?
The smartest.
Any room DVR?
Start in one room, finish in another.
Voice control?
SpongeBob.
I was thinking more of a period piece.
Advanced DVR, Smart Search, fastest in-home Wi-Fi, all part of your entertainment operating system. Upgrade to an all-new Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast. Plus, get X1 DVR service free for 6 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Awesome. Looking for premier products from a premier company? Lennox Heating and Air Conditioning carries some of the quietest, most efficient furnaces, air conditioners, and heat pumps on the market today. Efficiency that can save you money on your utility bills, and you won't even hear it. As a Lennox Premier dealer, Lucas Electric has undergone extensive training and testing to install and service this state-of-the-art equipment.
Get the proven Premier difference with Lucas Electric.
Now up to $2,500 in rebates, tax credits, or financing.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about trying or adding a biologic, this is Humira adalimumab. This is Humira working to help relieve my pain. This is Humira helping me through the twists and turns. This is Humira helping to protect my joints from further damage. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for over 10 years. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. For many adults, Humira is proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal events such as infections, lymphoma, or other types of cancer have happened. Blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure have occurred. Before starting Humira, your doctor should test you for TB. Ask your doctor if you live in or have been to a region where certain fungal infections are common. Tell your doctor if you have had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have symptoms such as fever, fatigue, cough, or sores. You should not start Humira if you have any kind of infection.
Ask your doctor if Humira can work for you. This is Humira at work.
Celiac disease is a serious digestive autoimmune condition that strikes millions, yet most don't know they have it and suffer needlessly. Learn more. CBS Cares.
Sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, imagine this. You access your online bank account with your fingerprint, or you unlock your smartphone with facial recognition. Sounds far-fetched, right? Well, Lisa Wiseman tells us how it all works and if you should be concerned about losing your privacy.
Identification is completed.
A quick iris sweep opens the door to this penthouse hotel room.
Unlock.
The right face and voice unlocks this smartphone.
We're all set, Bill.
A scan of his finger instantly identifies blood donor Bill Herron at this blood bank. No ID required.
All I have to do is put my finger on the pad, and they have all my information, and off we go.
These sophisticated biometric security devices work by measuring things that are unique to you, like your fingerprint, your voice, your face, even your eye.
Clearly, the future is now, and it is coming to life.
From checking into work to buying lunch at grade school, popping into the gym, and even entering theme parks, this technology is already a part of everyday life for many. Soon, more computers, phones, and tablets will be equipped with finger scanners, which can allow you to open your PayPal account and even medical records with a simple swipe.
Consumers are overwhelmed today by passwords and PINs and cards that they have to use to access all the things that are available to us now, and they're no longer secure, but more importantly, they're becoming very inconvenient.
Industry experts say most devices don't save your actual scans or fingerprints. Instead, they're digitally reconfigured and only reference points are kept. The blood bank where Bill donates says their system uses multi-layered triple encryption to keep everything private.
It ensures that no one can intercept or modify this secure information over the internet or network. It's virtually impossible for anybody to steal your identity without your biometric finger data.
But are there privacy issues?
I don't think it's concerning or alarming so long as there are protections in place and consumers are notified about how this information is going to be used and they're assured that the data is stored securely.
Still, privacy advocates say they're keeping a close watch on how the technology evolves because nothing is hacker-proof.
In the near future, biometric information could be as useful for identity theft as a social security number. It could even be more problematic because if your credit card number is compromised, the bank can just issue you a new credit card, but it can't issue you a new iris.
Bill says this technology makes life easier and says he's not worried at all about the safety of his information.
I think it's a cool idea.
What do you think? Well, if you have concerns about using biometrics, be sure to ask what personal information is stored and what is shared.
The insurance company won't help.
She called me after the car wreck, and we got her $75,000. I'm attorney Bill Green. When it comes to getting you the most money for your injury, get the green. We're on top of it.
The estimated Powerball jackpot is now more than $45 million.
Clearance pricing on brand new Hyundais? You didn't miss it. Hyundai's clearance countdown has been extended, but for only one final month. 0% for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Brand new Hyundais, only $139 a month, or up to $2,500 in total savings. These clearance prices have never been lower. You can't afford to miss this clearance countdown.
Experience the difference at your Hendrick Hyundai dealers at Savannah Highway and Rivers Avenue.
It's great having AT&T Uverse high-speed internet. Walter likes to download Fix-It videos and watch Boardwalk Empire. It helps Sam with math and online gaming And Suze loves her smartphone for social studies, like video chatting with Sarah.
Hi, Miss Kelly.
Hi, Sarah.
Call now to get the fastest internet for the price. Just $14.95 a month for 12 months with a 1-year price guarantee. On our newly expanded advanced digital network, you get more connectivity, reliability, and speed options.
We have our own private Wi-Fi hotspot right here. Getting connected is no problem, even all at the same time. It's fast, it's reliable, and it's affordable.
Call to get UVerse high-speed internet for $14.95 a month for 12 months with a 1-year price guarantee. With a wireless gateway, connect all your devices and save on tablet and smartphone data usage at home.
Now I can do the things I want to do, like email my mother-in-law.
Or check celebrity gossip.
AT&T brings it all together.
Shop the model year-end clearance event at Camping World of Charleston.
It's that time of year to save thousands off the MSRP on any new RV in stock.
New towables as low as $139 a month. New motorhomes for only $459 a month.
3.99% APR financing available. And we'll take almost anything on trade.
It's the season to save at the model year-end clearance event. Only at Camping World of Charleston. Now through September 30th.
We have everything you'll ever need at Camping World.
After my car wreck, the insurance company refused to pay.
She called me after the car wreck, and we got her $75,000. I'm attorney Bill Green. When it comes to getting you the most money for your injury, get the green.
Bears, they're wild, they eat a lot, and as this next story shows us, they just want to have fun. Watch this, it'll make you say, what?
Did you know bears spend about 20 hours a day looking for food? This guy found a shortcut, a grocery store. This guy prefers his veggies, but he's not done yet. And if it's open 24 hours, you might see dumpster. He sees grocery cart. But bears don't just like to find food. Like you, bears like 5-star hotels and go for a scenic drive. And
they're having a ball.
They like to have fun, or at least try and figure out what this is. Better off playing like this than end up like this. Ouch! All right, wait, let's see that again. But he's okay. Finally, the lesson here is bears are everywhere. So pay attention, because bears, they may be interesting, but they are still wild animals. Unless, of course, you're like this fearless grandma.
Get down! Right now! Go! No! No!
She yelled at him like he was a child.
And he listened,
And he listened, yes.
We're following the latest developments on the major fire this morning in historic downtown Georgetown. Debbie Chard live now on Front Street. Debbie?
You can see the firefighters behind me, and you can see that they're putting water. If you look around this corner, you can see right through the building. I took a walk with Georgetown City Councilman behind the buildings on the boardwalk. The boardwalk is intact, and apparently the festival that's coming up in a couple of weeks is still a go at this point. But you can see that people are really in shock, and when we walked around in the back, I saw about 6 to 8 ATF investigators who are looking into the cause of this fire. We had reports earlier that the mayor had indicated that it may have started inside the restaurant. But I talked to a city councilman who took some pictures early this morning. He takes a walk on the boardwalk every morning, and he saw the fire as it started. He took a series of pictures with his cell phone, and we are getting those pictures. He's sending those to us right now, and we'll show you those photos coming up today at 5 o'clock. Also, we'll tell you what he saw, and apparently the cause of the fire is suspicious. We'll tell you what he saw and what he had to say. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Debbie. We'll definitely stay on this and have more on this story coming up at 5.
Wouldn't that be something if they find out this fire was deliberately set? Yeah. More on the fire in Georgetown coming up at 5. I'm Bill Shaw.
I'm Aisha Tyler.
Check out the Reds Ice House cams. Always online at live5news.com.
Stop. If you've been in a car wreck, don't do anything until you talk to me.
I called Shelly first, and she got me $75,000.
Call me now, 225-5000, or go to callshellynow.com.
We searched high and low for a great deal on car sales.
Carpet wholesalers offered financing and offers that worked great for us. And talk about selection, they had it all. Carpet, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs.
Only Nissan Altima is bold enough to give you an extra set of eyes. NASA-inspired zero-gravity seats and a control panel to match. Plus fuel economy that'll take you farther. The 2013 Nissan Altima. Leave the world of everyday sedans behind. Right now, save up to $2,000 on Altima with bonus cash. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Closed captioning of Live 5 News, sponsored by Nissan.
Ashley Furniture Home Store's big event has been extended. Buy this sofa, get the matching love seat half off. Hurry, it's your last chance for buy one, get one half off deals this year.